Hey everybody, this is Jay's Outlaw Frags. Thanks for being here once again. If this is your first time here on the channel, I want to say thank you for stopping in. Do me a favor, watch this video, and at the end, if I've provided something that you've enjoyed, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, and then smash that like button, and then hit the bell. And when it pops up, hit all notifications. That way I can help you be notified every time I drop a new video. So, with all that being said, stay right there. I'm going to run the intro, which is super short, and then we'll get right into what we're going to talk about today. We will be right back. So today what I'm going to talk about is something that is in my collection that is, to me, hyper unique, because I don't have anything in my collection that smells like this or performs like this during the progression of the life of a fragrance. This one is super unique, and this is Hanae Mori, and this is the EDP. The designer Hanae Mori has 16 perfumes at this time. The original creation was released to the public back in '96, and the last one was released in 2016. So for the last 4 years, they haven't released anything to the public, which is unfortunate because this one is actually really, really good. And on top of it, it isn't expensive. This one can be picked up on the gray market relatively inexpensive. Now this one falls in the category of probably my favorite category, which is an Oriental, and this is an Oriental Woody, and the main accords are aromatic, floral, woody, citrus, balsamic, and vanilla. Yeah, that's right, vanilla. This thing turns into something quite interesting as it progresses through its life cycle of the fragrance. And I really, really enjoy this. This was created by the Japanese fashion designer Hanae Mori, and this one was launched back in 1997. So this one has some miles on it. The nice thing about this is that it's not super prevalent in the community or basically anywhere. So when you wear this, you don't smell like a bunch of other people. If you get close to somebody, they're not like, oh, well, I smelled that before on my ex-boyfriend or my husband or this or that. This one is really, really unique. It's unique in the way that it's built, in the scent profile, and then the way that this actually progresses through the life of the fragrance, which is really was super interesting to me when I first got it. I still enjoy it. Every time I wear this, I'm always surprised as it progresses what this turns into. The top notes of this are a citrus and lavender with hints of nutmeg. The heart is floral with jasmine, iris, has grassy notes of lily of the valley and Bulgarian rose. The base is comprised of moss, cedar, tonka, powdery vanilla, gourmand touches of chocolate, and amber. And really, that is what makes this so unique. This starts out kind of with the whole kind of gentlemanly citrus fragrance, like what's a good, the opening of this kind of reminds me or is reminiscent of Dior Sauvage Eau Sauvage, the original. It has that really citrus note that we all kind of associate with a very gentlemanly fragrance. What's super cool about this is that as it goes through its life cycle, it hits the mids and then the florals come out, which are absolutely wonderful. The jasmine is not an adolic jasmine. It's really, really well done. The lavender and the citrus in the top are very, very well done. Nothing about this comes across cheap. The lavender gives it a very kind of a calming, soothing sense. And the citrus, like I said, it's kind of an indescript citrus. Like when I smell this, I don't go like, okay, wow, that's lemon, lime, orange, whatever. It is very indescript. It's got that citrus note that we all kind of associate with. The citrus in it kind of reminds me of this right here. And this is Eau Sauvage by Christian Dior. And this is a very gentlemanly cologne. I really, when I wear this, this is something I'm going to put on when it's hot outside in the summertime and I'm dressed up and I'm trying to project a very confident, well-rounded, intelligent kind of aura. This gives me the same essence. These don't, and don't get me twisted, these don't smell like. What I'm saying is the vibes that this give off, I get the same from this in the opening. But that's it, because once that's done is when this one really turns into something that is unique. You know, the jasmine's in there. I definitely get just a tinge of grassy or green notes. And most of you guys know I am not a green kind of guy. I'm not a big fan of green fragrances, but this isn't overly green, so it works for me. And then the lily of the valley and the note of rose, which I do pick up, but it's not a grandma rose. It's really, really well done. But when you get into the base of this thing does like a right angle turn. You experience this fragrance from the opening and the mid, and then when you get to the dry down, it does this, man. It takes a turn, and it turns into a very warm, sweet, powdery, ambery gourmand. First time I wore this, I was absolutely amazed in the progression of the fragrance, because like I said in the top, it is very gentlemanly. As it progresses, like I said, in the base, man, all of those gourmand notes really come together and give you a wonderful light gourmand. This works for the summertime. You know, most heavy gourmands, they're too much to wear in the summertime because the heat just, makes them kind of explode off your skin. This works wonderful. And then this is really, really versatile. You can wear this in a ton of situations. This is really versatile. You can wear this in shorts and a t-shirt, in a very casual situation, or this works in a suit as well, especially when you really sit back and think about the notes that are used in the top of this and how they are conveyed in the actual build of this fragrance. This is just absolutely amazing for what it is. I was wowed by it when I first wore it. I'm still wowed by it today. I mean, I've got a decent amount that I've used. It's hard to make huge dents in bottles when I have a extensive collection, but this one is hyper unique in my opinion. I am super glad that I have this. I've enjoyed it for years. I've had this in my collection for a while now, and it's outstanding. I would say that most gentlemen my age, probably 30s on up, would really enjoy this. I can't see that a young man or somebody in their late teens would be drawn to this. The opening of this reminds me of Sean Connery. If Sean Connery was going to grab a fragrance out of my collection, this is what I would think that he would grab. This makes for a great spring and summer fragrance. The projection on this for me off my skin and the longevity I get are outstanding for me. I get a good solid almost 2 hours of projection at least off my skin and from this bottle, man. This stuff works really, really well. And then for the longevity, this works really, really well too. I get 8 hours plus sometimes off of this. And then when I spray it on my clothes, I can still smell it the next day. I don't know if your mileage is going to be the same as mine, but those are the experiences I have had with this fragrance. And I gotta say, man, that for what this is, it's really, really, really nice. This got some hype years ago. Not too many people talk about it these days. And that's a shame, because this is really an outstanding fragrance for what it is. And if you haven't had a chance to get your nose on it, I can't tell you how much I would suggest that you do. I have had my eyes out for the other one that looks like this in this bottle, but it's a dark brown, so I'm always on the lookout to see if I can pick up either a partial or a super good deal on a bottle. So with all that being said, I wanted to bring this to you. I wanted to share my experiences with you and what I think of this fragrance. Like I said, this is kind of a hidden gem. People don't talk about it as much. And we are just in the part of the year where this is going to really shine, and that's spring and summer. So with all that being said, I want to say thank you for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. If you've made it this far in this video, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, man. It doesn't cost you a dime. It's completely free. And when you do that, When you see the bell, hit the bell, smash the bell. And when it pops up, say hit all notifications. That way you're notified every time I release a new video. And if you shop on Amazon, do me a favor, use my link below. I'll leave a link for the fragrance, and now you will leave a general link which will take you just straight to the homepage of Amazon. It helps me out a ton. I'm like many people in this moment right now that have been severely affected financially by the whole dilemma that our nation and the world is dealing with. I wish that everybody has a speedy recovery, myself included, and my heart goes out to anybody who has been affected by the horrible illness that has kind of ran rampant across our country. Hopefully our whole country will come screaming back once this is all over and done with, and we can return to the lives that we once all loved and enjoyed. Till then, thank you, and I will catch you guys on the next video.